What's up, guys? Welcome back. This is obviously Lite Crypto here, and today I'm delighted to review the Oyster Labs crypto phone known as UBS1, aka the Universal Phone. Now, this is a project on Ton blockchain, but it's not an official product by Telegram or the Ton Foundation. This is purely a third-party project, so it's kind of different from the Solana, Saga, and Seeker phones or Suis X-Play consoles because those are done by the teams themselves. Now, we have talked about this phone before on the channel back in 24. Some of you already pre-ordered it with my referral link in the past, and they probably have already received their copies. Mine came out like 10 days ago or so, and now I had the chance to basically play around with it, and now I can share my thoughts about it. And the current phase of the phone is that you can currently pre-order it. It is priced at $130, which is very, very affordable compared into any other phone. I mean, the jumbo phone was basically $100, and that was very affordable. This is $30 more expensive, but in terms of quality, the Universal Basic smartphone is so much better than the jumbo phone. The jumbo phone is very laggy. It feels like it's 5 FPS or something on the phone. The UBS is very affordable compared to the quality that you're going to be getting with it. And I have to say that it's by far so much better to use compared to the jumbo phone. And even I would say it has much more better interface than the Saga phone as well. The Saga phone is also very heavy, actually, so I like that this is a bit more lighter. So in terms of these Web3 phones, this is actually the best one that I have used so far. Now, in terms of the pre-order price, there's a referral code, and it is $130. You're going to be getting this NFT that comes along with it. And obviously, why we are buying these phones is, of course, of the airdrops or the play to earn or deepen opportunities. Now, just to remind you, for people who haven't come across my videos before, the first Solana Saga phone has made $1,200 over the course of its time. So it basically paid itself like 3 times over. And also the other phone, the Saga, the Seeker phone, also has basically paid itself off already. So usually these phones are just farming a lot of airdrops and a lot of benefits to them. Also, the jumbo phones basically paid themselves off. I mean, the J token has been going down, but at some point it is going to go up. And obviously you got to do a lot of quests that actually gave you USDT and other rewards on the jumbo phone. So both of these phones so far have been pretty good purchases. Now the question is, have you, Lite, made any airdrops so far with UBS1? And the answer is no, I have not. And in terms of let's look at the device itself. So here's a bit of like an unboxing that I did. So the package doesn't come along with headphones. That's something I should almost do like a whole video about. Like, I hate that these phone companies are trying to be so cheap these days. Like, they don't even include chargers these days on these packages. Like, they include the USB, then they have this SIM, needle thing that comes along, and there's maybe some 2-page manual or something, and then there's the phone. Luckily, I also got screen protector for this phone, which is actually kind of convenient in my opinion, because all of us will drop the phone at some point at somewhere, and we don't want cracks on the screen or anything. So these types of things are actually coming out quite handy in my opinion. So the screen protector was pretty good in my opinion. I already mentioned that it is kind of a lot more less heavy than the other two phones. Jumbo is actually kind of light, but the Saga phone was way too heavy in my opinion. And I have to say that the Seeker also have this back screen, which can be used to track your Oyster tokens, which is this upcoming token on their ecosystem. And then obviously you can even track out some prices for Bitcoin by swiping it. So that's a very, very nice feature. I didn't show the swipe on the actual unboxing, but basically that's very nice. In terms of inside the actual application, there's also, once you log in, it has a couple of apps already registered. It has the Oyster Plus, which is kind of like your wallet and point system inside this ecosystem. So And then obviously it's an Android phone, so it basically supports everything else. So like the interface and everything, I liked it a lot more than the Saga phone. It was very confusing for me, actually. I don't know why they make interfaces like that. I'm using a Samsung phone right now myself, had used Huawei in the past, will never use Apple, hopefully. But in terms of that, like there's cameras and everything, I didn't try them that much, but I think in terms of like phone for this price, actually a pretty good deal, good secondary phone if you have multiple phone numbers or SIM cards or something like that. Now let's talk about some other stuff regarding the project. So obviously they here are already claiming that there's going to be token rewards and airdrops. None of them have really manifested. And the team is actually kind of bad at communicating, in my opinion. I actually was banned from the Telegram for asking questions. They would not answer, like the support, like the communication on when the unit would be shipped. People who pre-ordered months after me got the phone, like, you know, delivered to them. So there was some like really, really bad communication with the team. And I think there's also a bit of a, like, a maybe a form of a transparency issue here in terms of communication coming out from the team. It's like a bit anonymous here, like who exactly are behind this thing. And they are working some type of NFT collection. That's kind of like bullish thing. Dynamic NFTs are kind of like interesting concept, and we haven't seen it done to the fullest extent. There's a dual camera obvious here, all-day battery, lithium-ion, mini screen, real LCD, Oyster Labs, 6 gigs of RAM, 128 gigs of space, so that's actually pretty good. So you can even play games with it, and there's probably going to be some games that are going to be played on Telegram altogether. So to kind of finalize a bit of my thoughts about this phone, so we don't exactly know that much about the team and the tokenomics. So they're kind of like selling us a phone that they have kind of branded out, and it doesn't even have the logo actually on the phone's thing. It just says UBS1 on the back, but that's kind of weird, but it is what it is. And there's obviously a lot of people that have bought these phones already. There are people who are farming these referral links, obviously, and rewards. And obviously people who are going to be getting more referrals are going to be getting more tokens. And there's going to be some type of acceleration things and other things in the ecosystem. So they're going to be giving out 10 million funding to different projects inside here. How well that is going to be doing, I don't know. Oh yeah, one of the things I didn't mention, that these are manufactured obviously in China. There's no other place where these phones are going to be manufactured at that price, by the way, just saying. But there is some promise, and I do actually believe that we are going to be getting our money back throughout the main airdrop and other airdrops that are going to be coming throughout the ecosystem. But the TON ecosystem, I'm not super bullish on it right now because they had some retarded rules about the mini apps recently on Telegram, and there just haven't been really momentum. And I don't think TON is really that amazing of a blockchain. Like, it has onboarded shit ton of users, yes, but like in terms of fees, it's kind of congested. It's not very cheap to use. But it's a very affordable phone. I mean, it's a much better gamble than throwing $150 to some random meme coin. You could buy this instead and get potentially airdrops, and you still have a spare phone in case your current phone breaks off, because this is a decent phone. Maybe you want to give it to a gift to somebody, your son or daughter or wife, and you know, we will see how the actual tokens are going to be forming later on. They haven't given us a TGE, but kind of negatives are kind of like, this is not official project. I don't know if they have sought any money from Town Foundation. And then there's obviously the factor that, you know, why exactly Telegram didn't want to back them, or why didn't they raise money from Telegram themselves or Ton Foundation or Ton VCs or something like that. So that's kind of a bit of a mystery, but maybe that thing will be changing. There's some revenue sharing stuff also coming out, kind of interesting ideas, ambitious ideas for anonymous team. So let's remember that, like, there is no team page on this goddamn website, which is very sus. And the Telegram is extremely unprofessional, and the communication on the team and the orders are extremely unprofessional. So if you order it now, it will take some time probably get your copy. They say, I think on the page, it's say Q4 of 2024. Okay, that's the old one. So I guess there's still time to get it early. I don't know if they have more. And you can pay it with crypto and USDT on Ton, so you don't need to do KYC or anything. But there doesn't seem to be a fiat payment option for the phone, so that's an interesting one. But I'm gonna wrap it up here. I don't have much else to say. We have a lot of other phones coming out, which I'm gonna leave a link down below in case you're interested in the Ethereum phone or the Seeker phone, etc. There are a lot of options going on right now in terms of what you can buy. So it's kind of interesting to see how this will be panning out and who will be the next company to create a phone or a gaming console or a laptop. It will be interesting. But thanks for watching, guys. I will be seeing you in the next video when it will be dropping out. Cheers.